Hello, and welcome to the Ohio Department of Taxation's Information Guide series. Today we will be discussing Notice ID 5002, the FAGI Income Tax Billing Notice. FAGI stands for Federal Adjusted Gross Income. The notice presented here may look slightly different from the one you received in the mail, but the information provided on the notice is the same. If you have received the FAGI Income Tax Billing Notice, it is because either your federal adjusted gross income, the number of exemptions that you have claimed, or your filing status is different on your Ohio return than it is on your federal return. As you open the letter, it will say in the top center of the page the tax year, the type of tax, and that it is the FAGI Billing Notice. As you move down the page on the left-hand side, you will see your name and address and the notice ID number. On the right-hand side, you will see the date of the letter, the last 4 digits of your Social Security number, and a batch number. In the upper right-hand corner is the contact information for the Ohio Department of Taxation, including our address, fax number, a toll-free phone number, and our website. Below this information is a statement that advises that we have recalculated your Ohio income tax return. The next sentence explains the FAGI audit. It also says that all credits have been considered in the recalculation. Beneath this statement is a table. The middle 2 columns show the information that you and your spouse, if applicable, reported on your Ohio income tax return. The last column is the correction made by the Ohio Department of Taxation. Following this is another table showing the breakdown of the billing notice. This includes the tax due amount and the interest. The total amount due and the due date are in the bottom row of the table. If you disagree with the information provided, you should contact the Internal Revenue Service at the number provided to request a tax account transcript. Once you receive the transcript, compare it to this notice. If the federal adjusted gross income is different on the transcript than what we show in the As Corrected column of the first table on the letter, send a copy of the transcript to the address provided on the letter. Remember to keep the original for your own records. If the issue is with your exemptions, compare your Ohio exemptions to the ones on the tax account transcript. To do this, divide the exemptions amount in the As Corrected column by the Ohio exemption amount from the table below for the year in question. The number you arrive at will be the number of exemptions you claimed with the Internal Revenue Service, and should be the number of exemptions given on your tax account transcript. If those amounts do not match, please send a copy of the tax account transcript to the address provided on the letter. Your tax account transcript will also show your filing status. You are required to use the same filing status when filing your Ohio return as you used for your federal return. For example, if you filed married filing joint with the Internal Revenue Service, you must use the same filing status on your Ohio return. If you feel that the Ohio Department of Taxation has an incorrect filing status for you, send a copy of the transcript to the address provided on the letter. The next section of the notice includes an area where you can write your phone number and email address in case the Department of Taxation has follow-up questions regarding the information that you submit. Immediately below, you will see the date by which you are required to respond. Failing to respond within this time may lead to an assessment, which will include tax, interest, and penalties. At the bottom of the first page of the notice is a payment voucher. If you are sending a check or money order, please include this payment voucher. If you are going to make partial payments, you can make copies of the payment voucher and send in each check or money order with a copy of the voucher until you completely pay the bill or receive an assessment notice. If you do receive an assessment notice, it will include a new payment voucher for you to use, and you should discontinue using the voucher from this billing. Never use the wrong voucher, as the digits along the bottom are used in posting payments. On the voucher, you will find your name and the last 4 digits of your Social Security number on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, you will find the amount currently owed, the reporting period, and a place for you to write the payment date and the amount of the payment you are submitting. On the left, again, we have the address of where to send your payment. If you make a partial payment, you will not receive a new payment voucher from us until you are assessed. Moving to the back page, there are detailed instructions on how to use official payments. Making a payment over the phone prompts you to select State Taxes, then asks for a jurisdiction code, which is 6446 for Ohio. Then follow the additional instructions for selecting the billing notice payments, notice ID 5002, and the tax year of the FAGI income tax billing notice. Official Payments charges a 2.5% convenience fee of the payment amount you are submitting or a $1 service charge, whichever is greater. Official Payments will provide a confirmation number, so have a pen and paper available. You will receive a confirmation number once you have completed the payment process, regardless of whether you submit payment over the phone or through the website. The interactive notice provides a link to easily navigate you to the individual tax payments by credit card or electronic check section of our website. You may also arrive there by going to tax.ohio.gov, clicking on the Make a Payment option under the Filing and Payment Options heading. The next paragraph explains that the Ohio Department of Taxation is not authorized to set up a formal payment plan. We do encourage you to make partial payments and will apply those to the balance due. You are able to make partial payments using any of the methods already described, such as sending it in with a voucher, making a payment over the phone, or online through our website or official payments. Partial payments, however, will not stop the billing process. Even though you may be faithfully making partial payments on your balance due, it is still eligible to become an assessment and to be turned over to the Attorney General's office for collection after the date given to make full payment. The next paragraph cites the specific Ohio Revised Code sections applicable to charging interest and penalties on taxes owed, and describes briefly how the tax rates are calculated. For more information on the laws, tax rates, and calculations, visit tax.ohio.gov, where you can read the Ohio Revised Code and find tax rates and more information on penalties and interest charged. You will find direct links to this information on the interactive notice available in our self-help library. The paragraph on the exchange of information gives reference to the Internal Revenue Code pertaining to the exchange of information between the Internal Revenue Service and state taxation and revenue departments. If you go to our interactive notice, we have a link that provides easy access to that reference. This concludes the FAGI Income Tax Billing Notice Information Guide. Should you have any other questions, visit tax.ohio.gov or call us at 1-888-405-4091. Thank you.